Hi everybody, Mary here from A Recreated Life. And today's video is a little bit different than most videos that I do. Today's video I'm going to do on, I'm going to make recipes and show you all what you can get from your local food pantry. Now, I do have subscribers from other countries, and so just to let you know what a food pantry is I was going to say in the United States, I think it's every state in the United States, but certainly in the state that I live in, every town or city has a food pantry, and that food pantry, I think they get money from the federal government to stay open and operating, but they get donations of food from local grocery stores, and they give that food to the people that are living in poverty in those particular towns and cities. Now, and they're all vastly different, I will tell you that. In my particular town that I live in, you can go to the food pantry once a month, and they do keep track of that. They keep, and they also limit you as to what you can have each and every month. And I think that they do that just because in my particular town, it happens to be a really small rural town, and there aren't a lot of jobs. A lot of people don't have jobs. You know, so that I think that makes a big difference on what food pantries can give. Sometimes they just don't have it to give to you. Sometimes they do. So anyway, foods that I'm trying to make recipes simply from foods that you get from the food pantry. I'm going to do an introduction. I'm doing my introduction now. I've taken some videos on what I got from the food pantry, and then I'm going to do a few videos on a few recipes that I made from what I got from the food pantry. And you know, guys, it was just a very few things. I tried to when you go to the food pantries, the quote-unquote fresh vegetables that they give you are really on their last leg. You really have to use them up within the first day or two that you get it. So I wanted to take care of those right away and use those, but show you how to use what I had. And by no stretch did I use everything that I got from the food pantry. And I'm going to hop back on when the cooking videos are done, and I'm going to just kind of give you some other ideas on other recipes you can use from what you got from the food pantry. So guys, without further ado, here we go. Okay guys, so here is my food pantry haul. I'm going to show you everything I got, but I'm going to have to do it in bits and pieces because I got so much that I am not able to fit it into my camera all in one whack. So I'm gonna just show you what I got. I'm going to start out with fruits and vegetables. So first of all, let me show you this. I got a cookbook. They were giving these away. In my small town that I live in, there's one small family-owned grocery store and one chain grocery store. And then there's a Walmart that you can buy food at. A lot of the food I noticed at the food pantry today came from Walmart. But this cookbook, my local grocery store, it's a chain grocery store here in New England, and they print up these cookbooks. They charge $10 a piece for them, but they had a bunch of them they were giving away at the food pantry today, which I thought was great because you know what? I think part of the problem with food pantries is that you don't know what to do with the stuff that they have. So this is a really great, and it was free. So I got that. And then I got these 3 peppers, one green, one yellow, and one orange. They look beautiful. This one is really not that bad, but it is split. This one's just starting to get a little wrinkly, and it's got that blemish in it. This one's quite wrinkly. What I was going to do, you know, I was thinking when I got these, well, you could make a pepper, make a nice fresh salad with it. I've got some spinach. I've got some shredded iceberg lettuce. I could do something like that. However, they're pretty wrinkly. So all I'm going to do is cut them up and put them in my freezer and then use them in like home fries and stuff like that when I make them. I got these beautiful strawberries, and there's some missing, so I'm sure they went through and picked out all the rotten ones. So I'll probably, with the strawberries and the 2 different melons, I'm probably going to make a fruit salad. I'm making a cheesecake today, so I could actually make a fruit salad and serve it over the cheesecake. I think that might be what I'm going to do. I could also put this stuff in my smoothies for breakfast. I could also freeze it if I want to, but I think that's what I'm going to do. This spinach, this is a Walmart spinach, and this spinach is pretty far gone.
But I'm going to put some in a soup. I'm going to make a soup up. I've got some of my broth thawing in the refrigerator. And I do like spinach in a soup. So I'm going to do that. I'm thinking about cooking it. I'm not a big spinach fan. I only like spinach fresh in salads or put in a soup. So I'm thinking about, because it's going to go bad. It's not fresh enough to eat fresh. There might be some in there and I may pick through, but my first thought is to just cook it up and put it in the freezer. And I'm thinking about putting it in ice cube trays so that way when I do make soup, I can just take a frozen ice cube of spinach and put that in my soup rather than have it fresh. So that's what I'm going to do with that. I'm definitely going to make a salad with the iceberg lettuce. I'm not sure what else I could do with it. But it's pretty fresh. I mean, I could serve it on sandwiches. I could make up nacho. No, wait, not nachos, but tacos, because they do have lettuce in tacos. And I could do something like that. But I'm probably, I may pick through the spinach and see what fresh leaves there are in there and mix it up with some of the iceberg lettuce, and I could make a salad that way. So that's what I'm thinking anyway. Those are my thoughts. So that's what I'm going to do with the fruits and vegetables I got. Okay, so here are the meats that I got at the food pantry today. Actually, I got this huge package. It's what, 2.5 pounds of ground turkey, which I'm thinking I'm going to make some meatballs, because I'll show you later on when I get to the other things, but I did get some. Oh, actually, no, I didn't get any rice today, but I have rice at home, so I'm thinking about making meatballs with this and serving it over rice. I could put it with a gravy. I could make a sweet and sour sauce. I could even cut up some of those green peppers and make a sweet and sour meatball, dish with that. So that sounds like a good option. These wonderful chicken breasts, you guys, look. No antibiotics. They're frozen, but that doesn't matter to me. So they're like these are from Purdue. But anyway, they're whole, skinless, boneless chicken breasts. Nice big package of that. This is, let me see, how many pounds? Let's see, 3.63 pounds. I got these chicken wings. These are chilled boneless barbecue wings from Walmart. That was there. And in Maine, we have these red hot dogs, and we call them snappers. And they're frozen, but I don't care. And so there's these red snappers. Now, I don't have any hot dog rolls, but I got plenty of bread. I've got other kinds of rolls. But what I'll probably do is I make a dish, and it's a really cool dish. It's called barbecue dogs, and you slice them, but not all the way through. You just kind of slice them and make them sliced on one side or one half, and then you put them in like this barbecue saucy thing, and oh, they're delicious. I'll probably make that with those, or I might just freeze them. And then I got these 2 cans of chicken. So these will be great for, chicken. I got a lot of chicken today. These will be great for chicken salad sandwiches, which I'm actually going to make later on today. So that's what I got for me. Oh, and one other thing. I just did this section on vegetables, fruits and vegetables, and I didn't show you guys this. I did get this Ocean Spray liquid concentrate. I consider that, part of the fruits and vegetables part. I cannot drink, love it, but I can't drink cranberry juice. So what I'm going to do with it is I will make some marinades. I'll keep it for marinade. So anyway, that's what I got, guys. Okay, so this food pantry category I'm calling my breads and pasta category. So I got this. It's a loaf of garlic bread that my local grocery store has, and it's delicious. I love this, you guys. I do sometimes put extra butter and extra garlic powder on it when I cook it up. It's really, really good. And I absolutely love these Hawaiian rolls. These are sweet and delicious. So they're small, but you know what? I can make little sandwiches out of them. I've seen slider recipes for these. You take the whole part of it and cut it in half lengthwise, and then you open it up and you make sliders for a party. So these are really good. I got this rice pilaf, which I love. It's really, really good. I got 2 packages of macaroni and cheese. I got 1 package of Thai Kitchen rice noodles. These are great. I like them in soup. And in my opinion, soup is your best friend when you have to go to the food pantry. elbow macaroni. This will be fantastic, not only for soups, but for pasta salad. This too, these are brown rice pasta. Actually, this regular pasta bothers my stomach. I'm not supposed to have gluten, but I eat this rice pasta all the time, and these are really good. Again, great for pasta salad. Egg noodles, fantastic in soup. I absolutely love them. You've seen me make soups before. And I got this big bag of instant mashed potatoes. Now, they're not the best, but you know what? In a pinch, they're really great. And like I said, earlier when I had my meat, when I did the meat category, I am thinking about making meatballs this week. Well, I could serve those meatballs over mashed potatoes. I mean, if this food is all you got, this package of instant mashed potatoes is going to be a lifesaver. Before I finish this category, guys, I wanted to tell you my thoughts on what I'm going to do with this garlic bread this week. Actually, what I'm going to do with it is, I'm going to take it and make half of it, cut it, I'll take half of it. I did get some pasta sauce, and I haven't gotten to my canned goods yet, but I did get pasta sauce, so I will take this, I will put pasta sauce on it. I've got some black olives. I got some of those green peppers, or those tri-colored peppers. So I'll just cover it with a bunch of wonderful vegetables. I don't know if I have any cheese in my refrigerator, but worst case scenario, I have some of that sprinkled Parmesan cheese that comes in a jar, that you buy. So I could use that. But anyway, that's my thought for the garlic bread. Okay, you guys, so my last category of my food pantry items is the canned good category. So the first thing I got is this, they call it spaghetti sauce, but it's just tomatoes, and it's perfectly fine. Like I said, this is what I'm going to use, I think, on the garlic bread to make a pizza. And I got these 2 little small cans of black olives. I absolutely love black olives. Some people don't, but I love them. So these will be my pizza black olives. I got a can of edamame. These will be great with that salad. I was thinking that iceberg, I could make a salad with iceberg lettuce and a little bit of spinach if I can find any fresh in that bag. I'll pick through it though. I'll find some. And I could put edamame with it. That would be awesome. I could also put black beans because I got black beans. I also got refried beans. So you guys, this would be great for Mexican dishes. Mix up some Mexican dishes. And I got 3 cans of French cut green beans and 1 can of peas. I'm not a big fan of canned peas. I don't think they have a whole heck of a lot of nutritional value either, but that's what they had, so that's what I got. And I can use that with, get some carrots. I could even get some carrots out of my garden or at the farmer's market, and I like to cook them up and put them in my chicken on a biscuit. You know how I've done, I think I've done a video on chicken on a biscuit before, but anyway, that's my food pantry haul, you guys. Okay guys, so I just wanted to show you something that I'm going to do. This is just an idea that you can do with food that you get from your food pantry. Now, I'm going to be grinding up some chicken that I had in my freezer. That was chicken that I just cooked up a bunch of it. I roasted a chicken, take it off the bone, put it in 2-cup containers, and that's how I keep it in my freezer. Took some of that out, and I've got some old ham. I say old ham. It's ham I've had in my refrigerator. A while ago, I did a grocery haul on right around Easter time. Well, they had hams on sale for like 45 cents a pound, so I bought a ham, and I just took it off the bone, put it in the freezer in bags, and I've been eating on this in my fridge, but boy, I got to use it up. It's going to go bad if I don't. So what I thought I'd do today is show you what I do with leftover meats like this. I like to grind my meats, mix it with relish and mayonnaise and spices and things like that, and I make a spread for sandwiches. So that's what I'm going to do today. So the first thing I'm going to grind up is, and lucky me, I am so lucky that I have this KitchenAid mixer. I got it as a present years ago, and it's been one of my, it's an all-time favorite of mine. But anyway, I just put this box here this is the dish I'm catching it in. I'm just going to mix it up in the same thing. I'll mix the spread up in the same dish when I'm done, but I just wanted to get the dish up higher. So I put it on the KitchenAid box, got it plugged in, and I'm just going to do the ham first. not going to make very much because there's not much of it here, but it's a great way to use it up. I love ham salad sandwiches. Oh, you guys, I mix some relish in with it. I'll show you that in a minute. But I mix relish in with it and mayonnaise, and oh, it's delicious. I have a small grinding attachment on my KitchenAid. Look how delicious that looks. Yum, yum. I usually put it on a 2-speed, but I want to hurry up and get this done so I can show you. I'm going to do the chicken right afterwards, and I'm not even going to change. I'm not going to change anything out in here. I'm just going to leave that right on and just grind up the chicken. So I was just trying to hurry it along there. So there's the ham, and here's going to be the chicken. And whoops! Oh, I'm dropping it all over the place, guys. Alright, so I'm going to use the exact same dish. I had it in the freezer. This is just a great way to use up food before it goes bad. You know, you're using it in a different way. If you've gotten sick and tired of eating it the way you normally prepare it, then think of something different. Put your thinking cap on and, you know, think of a different way you can use it, and this is a great way to do it. Okay guys, so I got my meat all ground up, and this is the chicken. Now with the chicken, I've got mayonnaise in there, and I've got salt and pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. This is the ham, and for the ham I have relish and mayonnaise. That's it. I'm on my last little bit of mayonnaise, and I'm hoping I have enough for both of those, but we shall see. Now I'm going to mix them up. Let me mix them up and see how it's going to go. In fact, I'm going to shut the camera because I don't think you guys need to see me mix them. All right, you guys. So I have gotten my my spreads all done up. This is the chicken one, and this is the ham one. I usually like a little bit more mayo in them. They're a tad bit dry, but not too bad. And I ran out of mayo, so I just used what I had. So those are the spreads, and now I got this chicken out of my freezer, but I did get chicken today at the food pantry, so you could cook up your own chicken. So here are my beautiful sandwiches. I used my Hawaiian rolls that I got from the food pantry. I used my shredded lettuce, and I just a little aside. I didn't get these at the food pantry, but I'm going to keep these bottles and wash them out so that I can use them. They're squirt bottles, so I can use them around my house for other things that I make. So I'm going to do that. And so yeah, here's my delicious lunch. And so also I'm going to eat these for my lunch, and then for dessert I'm going to have the I just did a video not that long ago on a cheesecake that I made, and I'm going to cut up the vegetables. I'll show you. I'll show you when I do it, but I'm going to cut up the fruit, the melons that I got, and the strawberries, and I use that as a topping on the cheesecake. So here's one thing that you can do with your food pantry items. Okay, you guys, look at these beautiful fruit salads that I got today from my fruit that I got at the food pantry. This one I cut up the the fruit a little bit smaller because I'm going to serve it with a cheesecake that I made. And then this I'm just going to eat for So I'm going to eat it for like desserts and stuff like that. When my granddaughter comes over, we'll have snacks. And this is just 2 kinds of melon and strawberries, and I got all of them at the food pantry. So these would be great served. Like I said, I'm going to do these over cheesecake, but you could serve these with pancakes or waffles. I like to make waffles. Put a little bit of yogurt on it, top it with fruit and nuts. Oh, it's delicious, you guys. And to top it all off, I've got this dish right here, and you've seen in my videos before. I've said many times you can use these for little greenhouses. If you're going to start seeds, these are great. Okay, guys, this is what I did today with the greens that I got from the food pantry. I made up a salad. Now this salad has in it the shredded lettuce, which is on its last leg. I mean, I'm going to have to eat this within the next couple days. So I didn't make that big of a salad. So it's got the shredded lettuce. It's got some lettuce that I had bought at the farmer's market that I had a little bit left over, and that would be going bad if I didn't use it up. I've got some chives from my garden that I had in the fridge that, again, needed to be used up. In fact, I cut some up to put in the salad, and whatever I had left over I threw away. And I've got celery in there that I had in the fridge that's getting old. I got to use that, but I saved enough so I could make some soup with it. And I put some green pepper in there that I already had. It wasn't the green pepper that I got at the pantry today. But anyway, that's my salad. So I'll have that for, within the next couple days. I picked through the spinach to see what I could pick out that I could cook, because I'm going to cook it up and put it in ice cube trays and freeze it so I can have ice cubes of frozen spinach to add to my soups. This is what I got. That's going to cook down to nothing. This is what I cannot use, guys. It's pretty bad. It's there's some really bad areas in here that were really kind of nasty. And whoops, there's a good one. You know that going in, this is kind of what my experience has been like with the fresh fruits and vegetables that I get at the food pantry. A lot of times you do find this. You get, you get home and, you're lucky if you can use a third or a half of it. But you know what? I don't look at it as a bad thing. I mean, I've got this, so, and I did put a little bit of spinach in the salad too. Whatever good leaves I could pull out, I did, and I did go through it all. If you've got a composting heap, you grow your own vegetables, this would be great to put in the compost. So that's what I've done with the greens. Okay, guys, so this is my next step in the preparation of my food pantry food. I showed you the spinach that I picked through. I did cook it up, and that's what I got. So that's about ready to go in the freezer and freeze my spinach cubes. These are the 3 peppers that I got, the orange, yellow, and green pepper. I've got them cut up and ready to go in the freezer. Now, what I do before I put them in the freezer is I freeze them on a tray, because if you put them in a baggie, they're going to freeze in one big chunk, and I don't want that. So I freeze them like this and then put them in a baggie. I had started to put them in the baggie, but they're so ripe that they're very moist. So I need to do it like this so that they won't freeze in one big chunk. And I'm even going to save the water that I cooked the spinach in so I can put it in my veggie water container that I have in the freezer. Oh, and I also made some soup. So in this there's a lot of green in there. I like to have colorful things in my soups, but I don't. All I had was the celery that I told you I was going to go bad. I got some spinach in there that I had cooked. Some of the egg noodles that I got. I got some peas in there. And I have broth from my freezer. And I had a little bit in my refrigerator that needed to go. It was going to go bad if I didn't use it up. And I put a little bit of soy sauce in there, and a packet of beef bouillon, a packet of chicken bouillon. Oh, I just burnt myself, guys. And some salt and pepper, and a garlic clove, and some onion. So that's all ready to go, guys. So that's where I am so far. I'm going to look things over and see what else I can cook up. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to give the cheesecake a try, and I thought I'd hop on and show you guys how it came out. So I notoriously have problems taking this pie out of the pie plate when it's my own homemade crust. So you guys, I'm going to do it on camera so I can see, I can show you guys how it's going to come out of the pan. Fingers crossed that it comes out okay. But I do typically have problems taking it out of the pan. So let's see. Yep, it's going to crumble on me. Yeah, it's going to crumble. Okay, well, it's going to come out in pieces. Ah, not too bad. Okay. I'm just going to take my crust that I didn't get. The other pieces should be easier to get out, I would think. There's that. I'll leave that there. It came out good. It has good texture to it. And my fruit that I had carefully cut up. All right, you guys. So what do you think? What do you think, guys? Does that look like worth eating or not? Look how delicious that looks. All homemade. Some of it from the food pantry, some of it from my own pantry. But completely 100% homemade. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Okay, so here's the next item that I'm going to be making. I'm going to make garlic bread pizza. So I'm going to use the garlic bread that I got from the food pantry today. I had some ham in the refrigerator. I'm going to cut that up and put that on there. These are the peppers, the multicolored peppers that I got today that I cut up and froze. These are onions from my garden I had in the freezer. I'm going to use those. This is a can of spaghetti sauce that I got at the food pantry today. I'm going to turn that into, I'm going to add some oregano and garlic and turn that into pizza sauce. Here's a little can of black olives that I got. This is some shredded cheese in the black container on the bottom. Just a little bit of that left over, and I've got some cheese slices, and I also have some Parmesan cheese. So that's what I'm going to have. Ham, green pepper, onion, and black olive pizza. So I will show you what it's all like once I put it together. Hi guys. Okay, so there you have it. All the items that I got from the food pantry today and a few recipes that I made from it. I got to tell you, I've been so enjoying that fruit. Oh my gosh, the fruit was fantastic. The honeydew, I think that's what they call it. No, the cantaloupe, which is the tan one with like that netting skin on it. That one was pretty ripe. I had to cut a couple pieces of that out and throw it away. But the green one there, the one that's green in the middle, the honeydew, that's what they call it. That one was pretty good. It was pretty crisp and it was good. The strawberries weren't bad either. So anyway, I cut them all up. I made that beautiful salad. I have so far had it just as fruit, just as, you know, fruit for dessert. I've had it as the cut up fruit on that cheesecake that I showed you. And I also made waffles the other day for me and my granddaughter, and we had that on the waffles. It was fantastic. It's so good. I'm so enjoying that salad. The ham salad that I made is already gone. It's got a little bit of the chicken salad left. And when it's gone, I'm going to make some from the canned chicken that I got. And like I said, you know, I made that from chicken that I already had in my freezer, but you could cook up a couple of those chicken breasts and grind that up and make it into a chicken spread. It's really good. I love chicken spread. It's a quick eat and great for lunches too, you guys. And I'm so bummed I forgot to take a picture of the garlic bread pizza. It was beautiful. It was beautiful and delicious. It came out super good. Okay, let's see. And just a little point that I wanted to make is, you know, I talked about how, you know, when you go to the food pantry, a lot of the quote-unquote fresh vegetables and fruit is pretty ripe. There was a lot of pears
and apples there. The apples didn't look bad, but the pears were pretty ripe. I didn't take any because they were just too far gone. Also, too, they had some bags and bags, tons of bags of green onions, like scallions, long-tail onions, whatever you want to call them. And they were pretty far gone. I didn't take any of those. I wouldn't have hesitated to take them and pick through and just use what I could. But I don't need them. I have bags of onions in my freezer, so I didn't need them. But I would not hesitate. If I needed them, I would have taken them. So I just wanted to make a point that, the ripest fruits and vegetables are usually the tastiest. Just before they go bad, they're the tastiest. So, like I said, the melons that I got, really, really good. The peppers were really good on that pizza, too. And also, too, that cookbook that I showed you, inside it tells the story about how that grocery store, that chain grocery store who makes them up, they donate a portion of those sales to food pantries. So I almost feel like they're geared toward food pantries because there's some great recipes in the back there that, like for a tomato relish, things like that. Jams and jellies and things like that. Relishes, you can certainly make it from that. There were tomatoes there, but I didn't need any, so I didn't take any. So that's number 2. And then also, too, something else that I could have done that would have been super duper frugal would be to save the seeds from the melon and plant them in my own garden next year. Save them, dry them, and plant them in your own garden next year. There you go. That's a super duper frugal thing to do. But anyway, some other recipes that I thought you could do would be beans and rice, because like I said, they have brown rice there and they have beans there. I didn't take any beans because I have my own beans, and don't forget, you grow beans in your garden. So what a cheap meal that would be if you could do beans and rice. Spaghetti, just plain spaghetti. Take that can of spaghetti sauce, or if you have tomatoes, like I have cooked tomatoes in my freezer that I make my own spaghetti sauce with, you could easily add some of that and make a spaghetti. Baked beans and hot dogs. I got the beans, so I could bake my own baked beans and have hot dogs with them. Some of the peppers, you could have made stuffed peppers from them. Now, I've seen stuffed peppers made with, I think I've done a recipe. Oh no, I did it on cabbage rolls. But I've seen stuffed peppers made with rice, and I've seen them made with Hamburg. I've seen them made with a combination of rice and Hamburg. So you could have done stuffed peppers with those. I didn't feel they were quite fresh enough, so I didn't want to do that. But like I said, that fruit I had on waffles. You could make a salad, like that beautiful salad I made up. A few videos ago, I made a video on how I cut chicken breasts and boneless, skinless chicken breasts. I cut them in half and then I pounded them flat. You could cook some of that chicken, marinate some of that chicken, either cut it or shred it or do what pound them and make them thin and serve it on top of that salad. How good would that be? The bread, the garlic bread, you could cut up and make bread sticks and dip with marinara dip. One thing I like to have is hot dogs, that macaroni and cheese, the boxes that I got, that would be really good with those hot dogs. And then a salad. I like to have something really green, so broccoli. I like to have broccoli with it. There wasn't any broccoli there, but... and another thing is, there was a pineapple there I did see. So, geez, you could have made the fruit that I got, you could make smoothies with it. And if you got the pineapple, make it like a tropical fruit smoothie. Those would be great. The turkey that I got, I told you I'm going to make meatballs with them. I haven't done that yet, but I'm going to. Meatballs, that they could be served over the egg noodles and make a gravy to go with them. I usually get the big containers from Sam's Club of the gravy, powder that you can just make. It's really good because it makes up gravy really quickly. You can also have the meatballs with an Alfredo sauce if you have any in your own pantry, and those egg noodles. You can take some of that chicken, cook it up in your crock pot, and then shred it. Add barbecue sauce to it, so you can have shredded chicken and barbecue sauce. Could serve it over those Hawaiian rolls. You could just have shredded chicken in any way, however you do it. I bought some tortillas, so I can make burritos. I can use my own hamburger in my freezer. I'm going to fry up with some taco seasoning that I have. And I've got the refried beans, and I've got black olives, and I've got that shredded lettuce. So there's my burrito or tacos. Turkey chili is another thing you can make with that big package of turkey. But one thing I wanted to tell you guys is that, thank goodness for the internet, because nowadays with the internet there are so many recipes out there that you can plug in. One particular website I wanted to tell you guys about. I've used it for years. I love it because it's called allrecipes.com. allrecipes.com, and you can plug in what you have for ingredients and it will come up with recipes. I just did one on I have a family thing that I'm going to go to on Saturday, and I've got that chicken. I was thinking, well, maybe I'll make something with that chicken. And so I've got chicken, I've got pasta, and I've got, in my own pantry, I have a little jar of pesto. But you guys, you can make your own pesto from basil you grow in your garden. And you can freeze it in the freezer. So this could be something that you have in your freezer. But I plugged those 3 ingredients in, and I got 23 recipes for what I could make with that. So you guys, it's allrecipes.com. It's a great resource. I like it because you can put specific ingredients in, and you can exclude specific ingredients. Like I don't like seafood, so I could put in chicken, pesto, pasta, and exclude seafood, so it doesn't come up with any seafood recipes, and it really limits what you get for recipes. It's a great, fantastic resource. So you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. It's kind of a long one, but I hope you enjoyed it. I got some really great ideas, and I got some really great things to utilize out of the food pantry. And if you guys ever, anybody out there who has to utilize your food pantry, don't feel bad about it. Sometimes we're all in those situations where we need to utilize what we need to get what we can get. And thank goodness for our food pantries. So you guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please like, share, and subscribe, and pass this video along. I really, I'm doing videos like this because I want people out there who need to be frugal, or who need to go to the food pantry, or who need to get food stamps. I want you guys to know there are lots and lots and lots and tons of options for you. So please pass this video along. I would really appreciate it. Okay, you guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys, and I hope you're having a great day, and enjoy your evening.